beautiful souls. Welcome to A Light Heart Tarot. My name is Val, and if this is your first time joining, A Light Heart Tarot offers a space for those who are navigating grief, looking for messages from their loved ones or their spirit guides, or maybe even from their higher self. If you found this channel, it means that there is a message somewhere that is seeking you and looking to offer comfort or clarity in this moment. And for those of you who have been part of this journey, welcome back. So today is going to just be a reading that's just pulling messages from your loved one. So this is a general reading. I will not be naming specific names. I am just going to be pulling messages and connecting with those messages that come up. I've also already sent intentions and have blessed this area for that the highest good comes from this reading and that beautiful energy surrounds each and every single one of you. So we're going to start with the Messages from Heaven deck. And again, as I said, this is a general reading. We're not doing a pick a card. But I always find with these readings, there's always multiple messages that come up, or thoughts, or even emotions come up. What messages for this collective would you like to share, Spirit? We're just going to let that pop because it was trying to pop the first time. And those as well. I am learning over here. And so for those of you, I think it may have been, it was maybe my second video that I've ever done here. I did a reading on what happens when we pass. And so there is a moment after your loved one crosses over in which they are going through their life review, but it's also a time of learning and just understanding how their actions here on this earth have affected others, or how actions of loved ones have affected them. And it's a time of just learning and growth and just being an observer. However, what your loved ones also want you to know is that even though they are going through their learning and understanding about just the word that someone's saying in my ear is jewels of life. If you call on them, they will be able to also hear and listen to you. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. And I know that this is one of those things in which it can be for many people triggering, because we just want our loved one to be here. And it doesn't matter what the reason was, they're just not here. But what your loved one is sharing is that there were pieces and things that had to have happened in order, that is part of the natural occurrence of everything. And so you may not understand it now. You may not understand it next year or a few years from now, but there was a reason for your loved one's passing. But what is more important for all of this is not so much as what the reason was, but also that if you are holding on to any guilt or regret, your loved one is letting you know, please, you can let it go, because there is nothing that you would have been able to do which would have changed the course of what was to come. And they're offering me and for those of you who are new, I do offer stories from my own past to help people make the connection into what some of these messages are. And one of the things is my husband. There was one incident in which he had a blood clot in his leg, and we caught it in a weird way. We got into an argument, and in being angry with him, I was like hyper focused on looking down at the floor, and I noticed that his legs were turning red, and that is how we caught that blood clot, and it saved his life. However, a few months after that, something else occurred, and it wouldn't have mattered if I was there. If I wasn't there, it would have occurred anyway. But it didn't stop me from feeling guilt, shame, regret, and just being angry with myself for a very long time. And I replayed it over and over again, what I could have done to change it. But as I look back on it, no matter how many times I would have intercepted or have been there, it's still the natural process would have still have happened. And so, and again, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't make anything better. It doesn't make the pain hurt any less. But for me, I now am at a place where I understand it. And so, while this is not my favorite card, um, for some of you, this message is coming out. And I was met by so many loving people. So if you have wondered, was my person, did my person pass away by themselves? Were they scared? They're letting you know that they were surrounded by just loving people. And for many of them, it could be people that they would have known in this lifetime, or even people whom they would have shared past lifetimes with. And so it was what I am seeing. It's like just walking from one room into another room. And so, if it was illness, if it was sudden, tragic, whatever the circumstances that surrounded your loved one's passing, know that they're saying they didn't feel any pain, and they weren't alone. So they weren't scared, and they had someone to comfort them and to greet them. And so that's really important that they want you to know. And they want you to also know that I'm standing right next to you. So sometimes you may feel a brush on the back of your neck. You may feel air or wind, and that is your loved one just letting you know that they're there. You may also feel electricity or see lights flicker, smell something that really reminds you of your loved one, and they're letting you know it's not in your mind and you're not making it up. They are there, just letting you know they're here, comforting you when you need it most. And they also want you to know, I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. And this is such a beautiful card because your loved ones, they love you immensely. Love you, love you, love you is, oh, what is the song? And the song's playing in my head. Someone's playing like a record player in my head. Um, love you, love you. Love you, love you, love you, babe. I'm going to remember what what song that is, but they want you to know that they love you so much. So now we're going to pull additional messages from my deck from Heaven with Love. And what messages do they want to share with you? I'm having a really hard, I've been having a really hard time shuffling cards. And as I'm shuffling, I just see again, and I said I wasn't doing anything specific, but it just feels like there are multiple hands just trying to get to these cards at once. And so it's kind of like me saying, only one of us right now, please. All right. So what messages do your loved ones? So we're putting, and one fell, one lump. Okay. Okay, so let me first get the one that fell. And the first card is Discovering Moments Discovering moments that bring you joy and finding happiness in your life is not a betrayal of me. I want to see you thrive and live each day to its fullest. So if some of you have a list of things that you and your loved one wanted to do, when they were here. They're telling you, take that chance, say yes, go on that trip. If you were thinking of moving, move. If there's new love, allow new love to come into your life. Discovering those moments does not is not a betrayal of them. In fact, your loved ones are living for many for you. They're experiencing these moments with you. So they're celebrating the triumphs of graduating or celebrating a birthday, getting a new house, going on that vacation to Antarctica. And I don't know why Antarctica is so important for me to say right now, but they want to experience all those moments and even that joy and that timidness and that curiosity of finding new love. And they want to share all of those moments with you. So you can still hold on to your grief, and at the same time, you can allow love to create this home for your grief and keep expanding and living your life. The two of you will come together, and it will always and it will feel like, obviously for them, that it was a blink of an eye, even though for us we feel that pain longer. But while we're here, they're asking for us to take chances. Again, I don't know why this is coming in my head, but go skinny dipping. All of those things, eat the cake. I'm hearing all of those things that you want to do. It's okay to smile, it's okay to laugh, and it's okay to dance in the rain, they're saying. And don't worry, I did not pass alone. Someone special came to walk me home. So again, this is another confirmation. If you were had a concern that they were by themselves, they're saying that they weren't. And dear love, do not worry about me. I promise you I'm okay. I'm surrounded by so many amazing people, friends, and family. I miss you so much, and one day we will be together again. Until then, I am watching over you. And dear love, something I have learned is that life is forever changing. I know you are going through a lot of changes that are difficult and coming at you all at once. Breathe through it. You will be okay. You got this. And so, if there are a lot of changes that are taking place and happening in your life, so again, major milestones, maybe with work, maybe with your where you're living, or even with family and friends, just know that yes, these things may feel overwhelming, but just take a deep breath in and take every single thing moment by moment and know that they have you and they're supporting you. And if you need help, you can just ask them. Either write a letter, tell them all the things that are keeping you up at night, and when you go to sleep, just ask them to please send messages into your dreams, and they'll send you words. So when you wake up, you'll have these thoughts that may come up or images that will be helpful. Or you can ask them, please send someone as an earth angel or a friend or a stranger to come and be able to help me figure this out. And maybe someone will come into your email inbox, or you'll see an ad, something like that. Just know you can ask for help and they'll be there to help you. And dear love, whether it is the first year or the 20th, every anniversary of my passing will come with some level of difficulty. Know that I will be right next to you, holding your hand through this. And dear love, no thing and no person in life is perfect. Just as we all have moments that we may regret, we know that we are just doing the best that we can. There may be someone who needs your understanding. Can you give it to them? So, right now, this feels like for some people, if there is a disagreement with a friend or a family member, whether it is surrounding the passing of your loved one or just something that may have come up, your loved one is asking, can you um, provide understanding? Now, it doesn't always mean we have to forget, but we can forgive, and we can move into a space where we can say, I may not agree with you, but I still love you and I still accept you. And so whatever that choice is, it is yours to make. But your loved one is asking, can you have understanding in that moment? Because what they have learned while they are on the other side is how short life really is. And when it is our time, as it will all be all of our time to cross over, the question at the end of the day is, did we have regrets? Are there things that we wanted to say to that person or to anyone, or things that we wish they would have known? um, and so, or even knew that we gave forgiveness or whatever it is. And so your loved one is just asking, can you have understanding? And the last card is, I'm sorry for the things I was not able to say when I was with you. Emotions were sometimes hard for me to express. Please forgive me and know that I love you. And we're just going to pull out just a couple of postcards. And with these, I'm not shuffling because there's so many. I don't need to. I'm just pulling out two. One, two. So life is forever changing. Nothing ever stays the same. But remember that it is said if there was no change, there would be no butterflies. Your life has to grow, move forward, and change. Breathe through it. You're okay. You've got this. So there seems to be a thematic, because we've seen that in a few places here, where your loved one is talking about change that is taking place into your life. And know that you have the support of your loved one, and you can ask for physical support, such as people to come into your life to help you, or for tools or resources to come into your life as well. And I'm just looking here again at the life is forever changing. But breathe through it and know that you will be um, that you will be okay. And also know that you will have the support that you need to help you. Um, yeah, I'm just hearing just all. I'm also hearing a round of applause right now for just how well you've come through this, and how well you have managed to get through a lot of difficulties and change. Um, and just know that, just take it step by step. You're doing the best that you can. So yeah, and I'm not alone here. I'm with so many of my family and our other loved ones. Everyone wants you to know we love you and your team. Spirit is always working on guiding you through and helping you from the other side. So we have two thematics, that life is changing, and then also that your person is not alone. So they're surrounded by people who love them, and and they it feels like the image that I'm seeing, it's almost like how we have people who are in the hospital room waiting for us when we are born, as when we come into this world as babies. It's the same thing as when we walk onto the other side and pass away. We have all of our loved ones from this lifetime and the next lifetime and the last lifetimes. Um, and I know you're probably saying, what do you mean the next? And that's for another video about time and everything else. But um, they're all there waiting for them to give them that beautiful welcome reception and to be there by their side. So just know that your loved one is there. They're surrounded by love, surrounded by their favorite pets, surrounded by their favorite smells and scenes, and know that they're still watching over you. And when it is your time, they will then be there to support you and welcome you home as well. So I hope that this reading helped and it provided some clarity. If you have any questions, please let me know. And sending you all love and light, and talk to you soon.